It was easy to tell people Jesus was alive. What was tough was reminding them that he died. Matthew 28 is so short. Because everybody knew Jesus was alive. He was just celebrating with people who already knew the truth. Jesus is alive. It's a powerful reality. Look at the evidence. Thank goodness for Thomas. Because Thomas didn't believe and had to have physical proof. We got physical proof. Man, because the tomb was left open and empty, we have proof. The evidence is overwhelming for our faith. And of course, the final message the angels told to the ladies, go and tell the disciples Jesus is alive. Tell them they've got to get to Galilee. That's where Jesus will meet them. You want to see Jesus? Go to Galilee. Simple. Don't be afraid because Jesus is alive. Look at the evidence. Check it out for yourself. And as soon as you believe because you've seen, go tell the disciples. Man. These are 4 messages that we must embrace today. This is what we have got to get about. And I believe not only do we see these messages, but we see the response to the resurrection. There are 4 responses, and they are completely separate and different. And we can fall into one of these places. And I believe the reaction that we reveal in our lives will reveal where we will spend eternity. The first response, the guards, they were absolutely paralyzed in fear. It was as though they dropped straight to the ground as though they were dead. It was almost as though they had a heart attack and went, boom. Paralyzed in fear. Reminds me of in the book of Revelation, when the apostle that Jesus loved, John, was confronted in the heavenlies with the risen Jesus, that he fell down as though he were dead. In that same kind of way, these people were so in awe of the experience that had happened and what had happened. Well, an angel descended in brilliant white, scared the living daylights out of these guys, and then the earth begins to shake uncontrollably, and this angel, monster angel, rolls away, one angel, this stone, this great stone, and then sits on it. These people are scared out of their minds. And sneaking up into the tomb are the ladies. And I believe they are absolutely as scared as the men. But then the angel turns his attention to the ladies. And so we have a different response from the guards. The guards, the Roman soldiers, these mighty men of war, these valiant soldiers, scared to death. The ladies, just as scared, and yet at this message that is delivered to them, yeah, they remain frightened, and yet, some way, somehow, there's a little bit of hope creeping into their existence, a little bit of joy starting to flow in their life, because they're starting to wonder, is it possible? I mean, I know I saw him die. I watched them do horrible things to him. I saw the nails go into his... I know he died. I was there. I helped wrap his body for death. I know they buried him. Did he? Oh, he couldn't. Yeah, he could. He said he would. Is Jesus alive? And so they might have been frightened, and yet, at the news from the angel, why are you looking for Jesus, the one who was crucified? He's not here. Don't look among the tombstones. Don't look for the living among the dead. Jesus is alive. Remember, he told you this was going to happen? Oh, yeah. He said something. I didn't think he was, I didn't understand. But maybe. And they're becoming conflicted. And their absolute brokenness and sorrow. Remember, they went for death and decay. They're surprised with the hope of life. And so hope and joy begins to creep into their lives. And then, of course, as they're going back with hope starting to blossom, they run into Jesus. And when they see Jesus and understand who he is, they drop down and grasp his feet and worship him. And then they understood. Jesus is who he said he was. The Son of the living God. He is the Messiah. His kingdom will never end. He is alive, and he'll never taste death again. And they worship him for who he was, for who he is, and for who he will forever be. God, Messiah, Christ, Jesus. But there's another reaction completely opposite of this. It's not worship. It's framed not with love and joy and peace and hope, but with anger and bitterness and rage and malice, hate. The Jewish leaders, the teachers of the religious law, they hardened their hearts and set their faces to a lie. They had a choice. Choose to believe, or choose to doubt. You know, one of the ladies who came and talked to Jewish leaders, it was the Roman soldiers. And they came upon them and said, yeah, I know why you told us to be there. You said that we had to go because he was going to be alive after the third day. I got to tell you something. He is. He's not there. I was there. This awesome angel scared the living daylights out of me appears, rolls a stone in the empty. What do we do? He's alive. We got to tell a lie. We got to tell a lie. Here, take all this money. We'll protect you. Tell people you fell asleep on the job. Right, Roman soldiers fall asleep on the job. Right. You know, tell them that fishermen overtook you. Right. Fishermen. The kind of fishermen who are afraid of the water are going to take on the Roman army. Tell them.